So do you also want to create Instagram post within seconds? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to generate Instagram posts using an AI agent. So like you, I also used to manually post on my Instagram account, but this is such a time consuming and a tedious task. So to solve this problem, I've simply created this amazing automation where what is going to happen is that as soon as I add the post details into my Google Sheets, automatically my AI agent is going to generate me the caption and the image to post on Instagram, and further we are going to post it on our Instagram account. So to do this, we are simply going to create a connection between Google Sheets, OpenAI and Instagram. And to create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So if you also want to create this amazing automation for your own business, then for that you have to come with me towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. In this video I'll show you how to generate scroll stopping Instagram post using an AI agent. So from just topic or simple idea, the AI will craft engaging captions, hashtags and images too. So whether you're managing a brand, you're an influencer or a business profile, this workflow helps you to stay consistent and creative without spending hours brainstorming. So over here I've already created this automation, and first I'm just going to show you the proper working of this automation. So for that, let's say I'm just going to enter the post topic right over here. I'm just going to enter the product name if there is any, and then I'm just going to enter the highlight or the message. And once I'm just going to enter all of these details, automatically within seconds and in real time a new post will be posted on my Instagram. So what we have to do is we simply have to wait, and then we're just going to refresh this in few seconds to check that if a new post has been posted or not. Alright, so now I'm just going to refresh it. And as you can see, a new post has been posted right over here. You're going to see that these are the same details with the help of which we wanted to create the post. You can see it was Monday motivation quote. So as you can see, a Monday motivation quote has been posted, which is keep going to turn Monday blues into Monday goals. So yes, you can see the image, the hashtags, the captions, all are generated within seconds, and the Instagram post has been posted right over here in real time. So yes, this is no magic. This is the power of automation which we are going to create in today's video. And if you also want to create this amazing automation for your own business, then for that you have to watch this tutorial till the end. So to do this, we are simply going to use Pabbly Connect, and for that I'm just going to open a new tab, and I'm just going to look for the landing page of Pabbly Connect simply by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. And that is opening the landing page of Pabbly Connect, and over here we're going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on this sign up for free, and you're going to get 100 of hours free every month to explore the application. But over here I am an existing user, so I'm simply going to click on this button which says sign in. And once I'm just going to click on this sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps, and over here you're going to see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm simply going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect account. And once I'm just going to click on this access now, it is going to open the dashboard of my Pabbly Connect account. And to get started, I'm simply going to click on this button which says create workflow, and that is asking me for the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So over here on my dashboard you can see multiple folders which I have already created, in which I save my workflows. So if you also want to create a new folder, you can go towards this create new folder button and create your own. I've already created many, so I'm just going to save my workflow in one of these only, which is automations. And now I'm just going to name my workflow as this: how to generate Instagram post using an AI agent. And then we are simply going to click on this button which says create. And once I'm just going to click on this create, it is going to open the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow is going to run. Trigger means when this happens, and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the actions are response towards the commands given by a trigger, and that's the particular reason that we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of a trigger in a particular workflow. And to get started, I'm simply going to select my trigger application. So for my trigger application, I'm simply going to select it as Google Sheets. So I'm just going to search for Google Sheets and select it. And now for the trigger event, I'm simply going to select it as new or updated spreadsheet row. And now it is giving me a webhook URL. So we're just going to use this same webhook URL in order to create a connection between our Google Sheets and our Pabbly Connect's workflow. workflow. So I'm simply going to copy this webhook URL and then I'm just going to open my Google Sheets. And now from here we have to go towards this extensions, add-ons, and then we have to go towards this get add-ons. And now we have to add an extension in the spreadsheet, which is Pabbly Connect webhooks. So I'm simply going to look for Pabbly Connect webhooks right over here. So I'm just going to search for it, and as you can see that I have already installed this extension. So if you want to install this, you can simply open it and you're going to get the option of install right over here. You can install it right from here. And after installing this extension, you have to refresh your spreadsheet. So it is a really important step to refresh your spreadsheet. Otherwise, you will not be able to get the option of Pabbly Connect webhooks right over here in your extensions tab. So yes, you can see that now we have got this option. So now I'm just going to simply go towards this Pabbly Connect webhooks and then towards this initial setup. And after coming over here towards this initial setup, it is asking me for the webhook URL and the trigger column. So now for the webhook URL, I'm simply going to paste the URL which we copied from my workflow, and now for the trigger column, I'm simply going to enter my trigger column, which is C. So the trigger column will be your final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that row will be sent towards your webhook URL. So for me, the trigger column is C, but for you, it can be anything else according to your own spreadsheet. And after doing this, I'm simply going to click on this button which says submit, and now it is saying setup configured successfully. So with this, we have successfully created a connection between our Google Sheets and our Pabbly Connect's workflow. But now it is saying waiting for a webhook response, and in the notes it is saying do a test submission / record. So in order to capture this webhook response, we have to do a test submission or record. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to open my spreadsheet. I'm just going to go towards this extensions, Pabbly Connect webhooks, and over here I'm just going to switch on this button which is send on event. So it is a really important step to switch on this button, because upon switching on this button, what is going to happen is that now whenever a new event is going to occur in my spreadsheet, automatically my workflow is going to get triggered. And after switching it on, I'm just going to do the test submission. I'm just going to enter the post topic, the product name if any, and then the highlight / message. And after doing this, with this we have successfully completed our test submission, and now these details have been sent towards my webhook URL. So as you can see that Pabbly has successfully captured the details for the same. And yes, with this we have successfully completed our trigger step, and now I'm just going to move on towards my action. Now I'm just going to use AI agent first generate the image. So I'm just going to select my action application as OpenAI right over here. I'm just going to search for it and select it. And now for the action event, I'm simply going to select it as this generate image and click on this connect. Now it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your OpenAI account with your Pabbly Connect's workflow, you can simply click on this button which says select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and now it is asking me for the token. And to get this token, we are simply going to follow the help text, and it is saying kindly visit your OpenAI API key page to get the API key that you need to enter here. So I'm simply going to go towards my OpenAI API key page, and from here you're going to create your own API key. By going towards this create secret key button, you have to enter your key name, select the project, and click on this create secret key button, and your key will be created. I've already created my key, so I'm simply going to paste it right over here and click on this button which says save. And with this, we have successfully connected our OpenAI account with our Pabbly Connect's workflow. And now it is asking me to select the model, so I'm simply going to select it as DAL E3. You can select it according to your own choice. And now it is asking me for the prompt, so I'm simply going to enter my prompt. So yes, you can see that I've successfully entered my prompt, and now in this prompt I'm just going to enter the post topic and this highlight / message. But we are not going to enter this manually, but instead I'm just going to map it. So you must be wondering what is mapping. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected Google Sheets as our trigger application. So we are simply going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only. And as soon as we're just going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. So first I'm just going to map this post topic, and then I'm just going to map this message right over here. And after mapping both of these details, I'm just going to move on further. Now it is saying numbers of image to be generated, so I'm just going to keep it as 1 and move on further. Now it is asking me for the size, so I'm simply going to select the size for which I want to generate the image. Now it is saying quality, so I'm simply going to select the quality which is HD. Now it is asking me for the style, so if you wish you can definitely select a style right over here. This is not the required field, so I'm just going to leave it as blank and click on this blue button which says save and send test request. And once I'm just going to click on this save and send test request, automatically my AI agent is going to generate me an image related to this post topic and message. So we just have to wait for a few seconds till my AI agent is generating me the image. And as you can see that my AI agent has successfully generated me the image. So I'm simply going to copy it right from here, and I'm just going to see how's the image. Is it the desired image or not? Otherwise we can edit the prompt and make it desired. So yes, you can see that this is the desired image. This is behind the scenes only. So yes, with this we have successfully generated the image. And now what I'm just going to do is I'm simply going to post it. But to post it on my Instagram, I first required captions and hashtags. So we're just going to use AI agent to generate that too. I'm just going to add another action step. For the action application, once again, I'm just going to select it as Open AI right over here. But this time for the action event, I'm just going to select it as ChatGPT and click on this connect. I've recently connected my OpenAI, so I'm simply going to go towards this, select existing connection and then save. And now I'm just going to select the AI model and enter the prompt right over here. And after entering this prompt, I'm simply going to map this post topic right over here, and then I'm just going to map the message to like I did previously so that it can generate me the details related to the same only. So now I'm just going to map the message to, and now I'm just going to click on this save and send test request so that my AI agent is going to generate me the captions and the hashtags according to these details. And as you can see, the caption and the hashtags have been generated right over here. And I'm just going to simply post it on my Instagram. But over here, you're going to see that we have received a long URL right over here, and in order to post on Instagram we require a short URL. So we're just going to shorten this URL with the help of bit.ly. So I'm just going to add another action step, and now for the action application I'm simply going to use bit.ly right over here because I'm just going to shorten this URL. You can use any another application too to shorten this URL. For the action event, I'm just going to select it as shorten URL. So if you want to connect your bit.ly account, you can go to this add a new connection, connect with bit.ly right over here, and over here you're going to select this allow, give Pabbly all the permissions, and your bit.ly account will be connected. And after connecting this, you simply have to map this long URL and click on this save and send test request, and your short URL will be generated. So we're going to see that the short URL has been generated, and I'm just going to map this short URL only. So I'm just going to select my action application as Instagram for business right over here. For the action event, I'm just going to select it as publish photo and click on this connect. So if you want to connect to Instagram account, you have to go to this add a new connection, connect with Instagram for business. Over here it is going to ask me to select my Instagram account, so I'm simply going to select my Instagram account, and my account has been connected. So now I'm just going to move on further. Now over here for the photo URL, I'm simply going to map the link received from bit.ly, and now for the caption, I'm simply going to map this AI generated caption and click on this save and send test request. And once I'm just going to click on this save and send test request, automatically we are going to receive a positive response that we have successfully posted a post on my Instagram account. And as you can see that we have received the positive response, so I'm just going to open my Instagram and check for the new post posted. So I'm just going to open my Instagram and I'm just going to refresh it right from here to check for the new post. And once I'm just going to refresh it, you're going to see that this is the same photo which my AI agent generated, and also you're going to see the same caption and the hashtags. So yes, you can see that within seconds and in real time the post has been posted on my Instagram, that too without any manual intervention. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow. Now what is going to happen is, like whenever I'm just going to add these details into my Google Sheets, automatically my AI agent is going to generate the content, and first we are just going to shorten that image URL and post it on our Instagram. So all of this is going to happen in backend. We don't have to come back and again to our workflow to click on save and send test request. I just have to sit back and relax, and like I showed you in the starting of this video, automatically all of this is going to happen. So yes, now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect. And while trying, if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. See you in the next video with many more automation tips, everyone. Thank you for watching. So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can connect many more applications. So now if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this URL. And now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect.